calm se calm. Like he's very hardworking. He knows what he's doing. He'll go on set and he's prepared. He's very like, and even off screen as a friend also, he's very serious. Like he's not a he's very serious. I saw a couple of scenes. One with him and Aishwarya. I was there. I remember sitting next to Sanjay Gupta and I was watching him work. Oh, he's magical. I mean, I have no words. I mean, I can't even explain or describe how magical that man is and what his contribution has been towards Indian film industry. Like, it's just nobody can replace him. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm quite excited considering the trailer of Rana Naidu is looking so promising, and the fans of both the both the superstars are like super excited. So so I want to know how excited you are. That's the first thing that I would like to know.
I'm excited, of course. I mean, we've worked so hard, and I think we've worked for almost 2 years on this project because it started a pandemic, and then there was two lockdowns, I think, between the span of shoot, and it took us a long time because of that, because of the pandemic, the lockdown, and all of that. So time to bahut lag gaya hum logo ko shoot khatam karne mein. But luckily it's come out so good, and even we saw the trailer for the first time on the day of the launch, all of us, and we loved it. It's high octane, lots of energy, lots of action, and I think more than that, it's the fact that Venkatesh and Rana coming together for the first time, I think, on screen like that, and I think the audience, especially the South, I mean, they're going crazy. Like, they're so excited to see what it's turned out to look like.
Absolutely. Because, one of the very interesting thing is that, both of them have like humongous fans of two generations, and also the pan-India fans, right? I mean, especially after Bahubali, things have changed. How? I was also wondering that, because you are one of those actresses who has been working in Tamil, in Telugu film industry, as well as like आपने वहाँ पे series भी किया है, and also Hindi, and this is a huge project. I mean, web series is not a new space for you, but this is such a huge one. Now when people talk about pan India actress and all of that so much, how do you look at that? Because you are one of those actresses who actually started the journey as an actress from the Telugu film industry.
This because of the way South films have taken India abroad and internationally. Like, if you see how Natu Natu won the award, I mean, it's not just Hindi film anymore, Bollywood, it's about the Indian film industry, and everybody, especially in the South, they're doing so well right now, such good content, the way they're making their films and everything. I'm so glad and proud that, I got to start with Telugu film industry, because honestly, I think it's a great way of learning for any newcomer. They're so professional. They know exactly what they're doing. They're very clear about how they want to entertain the audience. So for me, starting with in a Telugu film, I mean, first of all, I didn't know how to speak the language. For me, everything was very new when I started in the industry. So, but people are so nice and so humble and so caring, and they make sure you get everything right, and they know that you don't belong there, so they make you feel like home. So I'm very happy that I got to start from the Telugu film industry. Then, of course, I worked in Tamil, and then now Hindi. But I'm just glad that I'm able to be a part of all the languages and all the industries, and luckily people have liked my work, and hopefully they will again in the future. And hopefully in Rana Naidu, they'll get to see, a lot of South audience will get to see my work again because of Rana and Venkatesh. So let's see, fingers crossed.
But talking about the show, could you please tell us a little more about the character that you are playing in the show?
So I am playing the character of Mandira. If you have watched the trailer, there's a dialogue there कि Rana Bollywood celebrities की सब कुछ fix करता है. Basically, he's a fixer for celebrities. It's in the trailer. So I'm playing a superstar celebrity, a Bollywood actor. ज़्यादा नहीं बोलना चाहूंगी, because if I reveal much of my character, काफी कुछ, because we have a very unique relationship, me and Rana, that we share throughout, and that's something that will be a spoiler अगर मैं ज़्यादा बता दूंगी. So it might take fun of the. But I'm playing someone who's a very similar journey for a lot of people I have seen in this industry. Started as a child actor, then she's had her hardships. बहुत उसको अपने लिए लड़ना पड़ा, with people around her, with people in the industry, but somehow she's reached the success, the top of what she's doing, and she's the best. She's a very talented, hardworking, been through a lot in her life, to reach where she's reached, kind of a character. So, बहुत कुछ था ऐसा जो which was very a lot of things I could relate to Mandira, but there was also a lot of things that I could not. How she would handle certain situation or how she is sometimes. So very interesting, very unique character, very different from who I am as a person, but it was fun playing her.
Interesting. And how was it working with Rana? We all love him.
It was great. I mean, I've known Rana for a very long time. Since I've moved to India, and also because I think the South connection, and plus he has done a special appearance in one of the shows I did down south called Social. But I've known Rana for a while, so we always had that comfort on screen because we've been friends, and shooting with him was just working with a friend. So it was very easy, very comfortable, very fun, like a lot of fun. Yeah.
But what is so special about Rana that you probably have discovered as a co-star? That you did not know about him, like when you are as friends, just like meeting as colleagues or friends.
He is exactly how he is off screen, on screen also. He's very serious and calm, like he's very hardworking. He knows what he's doing. He'll go on set and he's prepared. He's very like, and even off screen as a friend also, he's very serious. Like he's not a he's very serious person usually, and I think that kind of suits his image also. But I mean, his huge image, right? Like and that was the funniest part. I'm like half his size, so I had to always stand on a patla to shoot with him. But that was fun. He's massive, like this tall guy, but he's very similar off screen and on screen as a person. I think very warm, very kind, very hardworking, very focused. He's very seriously focused all the time. So that he has, even when we're chilling, if we have chilled, he's always very like calm, composed, and focused. So he's quite similar off and on screen.
That's so much fun, huh? That's so much fun. And he I think like when he speaks and there are like the way he talks about cinema or the technical aspect of filmmaking and everything, it's like he has a very intelligent mind, it seems, but at the same time, like
like as I said,
and
he's very interested in doing what he does. He's he's venturing into new things, this production. There's so many things he's actually doing, and I've told him that it's such a great thing that he's so involved in the whole process of filmmaking. And of course, he comes from a very massive film family, so I guess it's in their DNA. When I saw his look, I was myself shocked. I was like, what? Because he looked so different from what he looks like. The whole gray hair, the swag that he's bought in. Like he's a gangster, and I don't think he himself has played anything like this before. Venkatesh, neither has Rana. I think both of them has probably played something very different from usually what they play down south, the characters they play. So it's going to be quite interesting watching them together on screen.
एक साथ में मैं ये भी सोच रही थी, एक मोमेंट था एक फिल्म में जहाँ पे I'm talking about Jazbaa, where there is this moment, right, in which you are saying you are angry and you have a lot of complaint in your mind against your mom, which was played by Shabana Azmi. Yes. And you said something like हाँ मैंने मेडल जीता है लेकिन आपको क्या फर्क पड़ता है, and then she says कि like बेटा अपनी बच्ची की like पहला कदम भी माँ के लिए बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है और तूने तो ये हासिल कर लिया, and the way you are being so mean to her, that was such a perfect timing, and you are facing an acting institution like Shabana Azmi, and I am like, oh my holy God, tell me how important it is for you to working with good actors to enhance your performance. Maybe that is like feel or something like when you are facing big actors like them.
I mean, it is very overwhelming. And you know what? That scene that you're talking about was my first scene in Jazbaa that I had to shoot. The first day, first scene,
Wow.
I had to shoot it with Shubha. First time. I mean, I met her before at readings, but that was the first time we were shooting, and it was like both of us together on the screen. And I was so nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I am going to have to work with. I mean, I'm going to be sitting in front of Shabana Azmi and delivering lines I can't mess up. I was so much pressure, that, oh my God, I have to do this. Good, because it's just, you're sitting in front of like a legend. But you know what the beauty about working with good actors, they just know the struggle of a newcomer. They know that okay, this is a new person. I have to make sure I make that person feel comfortable. Because when you're not comfortable with your co-actors, you're nervous, right? So she made me feel so comfortable. She literally came to me and she said, just do whatever you want to do. It's okay. I'll go along with it. Like she's just beautifully made me feel so like settled in the scene. I genuinely didn't feel I was not like I felt like she was my mother. And also that's because the vibe she was giving me, she made me feel like that. And she's such a beautiful person and an actor. Like I'm so glad that was my first, and that just broke the ice. She was just like, don't worry, you're going to do great. It's okay if you want to improvise, whatever you want to do, I'll go along with it. And I still remember that. And I was just like, wow, that's why these people are legends, because they make you feel so comfortable, and they're such good co-actors. They'll go with the flow, and it's actually so much fun working with people who are, they're just, I don't even know, I don't even have words for people like her or an Irrfan Khan, or I mean, they're just a full encyclopedia of acting within themselves. So I'm just so lucky that my first scene was with her, and even though I was so nervous and so overwhelmed, she just made it so easy for me. She just made it like it was a piece of cake. And luckily, I've got to work with, as you said, some really good actors who've been in the industry for so long. There was Jackie Shroff in it. There was Irrfan Khan. Him. I mean, there's so many good actors I've worked
Because he is. I just feel like whenever I met him, Irfan Khan, I think there's something very magical about that man. There's something magical which is so unexplicable. How was it like working with him, like on set? शायद सीन नहीं था आप दोनों के साथ में, लेकिन उतना
with.
ज्यादा, लेकिन
But
off camera.
मैं सीन हमारे मतलब शूट ऐसे हो रहे थे कि his scene would finish and mine would start. So I would be on set, and every time he was shooting, I would like to go and sit on behind the monitor director, because I wanted to see him work. So I wanted to be there. So मैं जल्दी से ready होके एकदम वहां पे बैठ जाती थी उनको देखने के लिए. So I saw a couple of scenes. One with him and Aishwarya. I was there. I remember sitting next to Sanjay Gupta, and I was watching him work. Oh, he's magical. I mean, I have no words. I mean, I can't even explain or describe how magical that man is, and how what his contribution has been towards Indian film industry. Like it's just nobody can replace him. He's just a legend, and he was flawless, and everything so calmly. It was कुछ tension नहीं है. बड़ा scene हो, छोटा scene हो, कोई भी किसी भी तरह का scene उनको दे दो. He's just this calmness around him, his aura, and he just knows what he's doing, and he's not phased by anything or anybody around him. And that kind of aura only people like him can have. There's a reason that he's who he is. It's because of the magic he carried around him. And I'm so glad I got to experience that in my first film itself. And knock on wood, I've just been lucky that way. That my first movie, I worked with Rana, Irrfan, Aishwarya, and Aishwarya, I've looked up to her since I was a little kid, because I've done Miss World and all of these pageants. So for me, she was like an idol, right? So imagine you're working with your idol, and you're working with such brilliant actors in your first film. So that was just like a dream come true.
Well, it's very important to be important to stay hopeful,
Absolutely.
and considering the fact that there's a huge show that is on your platter now, it's releasing. So yeah, so I all I can say that I wish you all the best, and I just
Thank you.
hope that this show a lot of visibility, you get a lot of visibility and the success, so that you can bag more interesting project, and we
Thank
we get to see you more.
You will get to see me more actually this year. Last couple of years, I was shooting for this and a couple of other things, so nothing really released. But this year and next year, fingers crossed, you're going to see a lot of me everywhere.
That's fab. Thank you so much for your time. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.